Hello everyone, this is Helen H and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I have out the big girl and I thought that I would do some playing for Trash Tuesday, and it is Tuesday. Hopefully I get this video up today. We are expecting some thunderstorms and I want to get this filmed and hopefully uploaded before they come, just in case we lose power. So yeah, so I just thought I'd work on this page here. No rhyme or reason. It just attracted my attention. I've got some things here. I've got a gift bag from a birthday present. I've got 2 envelopes from birthday cards. I've got this negative space from a sticker pack. Just this piece of tissue paper that I have paint on, and then some drop paper from my desk. And I've got these images of these ladies, these Victorian ladies. This one's got a torch up here, and this one has got doves right here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use them or which I'm going to use, but what I feel like doing, okay, is I feel like tearing paper. So I'm going to get my painty paper first, and I'm just going to tear some up. So I've already torn that piece off, so let's use that piece. And let's just tear and put some pieces down. Now this has a fold here, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. May probably put some painty paper on that too. But let's go ahead and tear some paper and put it down. And yeah, we're going to see where this ends up, right? We're going to see where this ends up. Let's come up from the bottom here. And I don't care, this is Bismarck, I think. Is this North Dakota? I have no idea. Montana, yes. Okay, so there we go. And I've even got some holes here. I'm not sure if I can do something with that. I wonder if I could put like a piece there. I could put that piece there. That would fit. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'm just going to glue down. I have absolutely no plan, but you know, that's the way we are, right? Or that's the way I am. Some of y'all just have everything planned out so pretty and you do everything nice. Yeah, if you've watched my channel, you know that's not it. Well, and part of the reason is, for me, playing in my trash journal, I just want it to be fun. I don't want to have to really think and compose and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I really just want to stick the things down. It's trash. I don't care, you know. I mean, I want the end result to look good. Okay, this little piece is a little long. I'm just going to tear that off. I want the end result to look good, but I'm not going to stress over it. Okay, now before I put these ones down, I think what I will do is try to put down this. Now, it's too long, so I think what I'm going to do is try to cut it like right here, because I still do actually have one sticker. I think one lone sticker on here I haven't used, and maybe I'll use it on this spread just to get rid of it. But I love using the negative spaces from stickers because I think that's awfully cool. Wait, should I put that over the painting paper? No, let me put that over the painting paper, because then the painting paper would show through the holes, and that would be kind of cool. Okay, we're going to put the paper down first. See, no plan here. I'm just thinking as I go. So, this morning I had to cut some of my, upsize some of my seedlings to bigger pots. And it took way longer than I thought, because I had way more than I thought that I had. I had tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, oregano, basil, what else? That might be all, but I had a lot of them. And so some I'm going to be taking up to the cabin, and some are going to be staying in my container garden here. Somebody asked me the other day how I had, because up at the cabin I've got those, I think I told you all, I have 4 by 8, oh, come on, sticker thingy. 4 by 8 raised beds. So that's like 132 square feet of garden up there. And somebody asked me the other day, how do I do that when I'm not there all the time? Like, you know, watering it and taking care of it. Well, the answer to that is my mountain neighbor, the one who lost her husband late last year to the logging accident. She's my next door neighbor, a quarter of a mile up the mountain from me. She takes care of the garden because when we started building the first log gardens, which her husband helped us with, the thing was, we knew we couldn't take care of it, so we asked if they wanted to help to build them and, you know, whatever, and if they helped take care of them while we weren't there, then they could share the produce with us. So that's what she does. She goes and she waters. I have a rain barrel, and I leave the watering can for her, and she waters the garden or the raised beds while we're not there. And then of course while I'm there, I take care of it myself. But we're gonna share the produce. But I'm growing, oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? I already like that. I planted some of the seedlings like that I repotted this morning are actually to go up there, are actually for going up to the cabin. All right, let's just put some paper over that too. We're not going to cover it entirely because I like it, but I'm just layering paper today. That's just what I feel like doing. Oh my gosh, my back was killing me after you stand there like repotting all these little things over and over and over again. My back was just killing me, so I had to come in and take a nap just so I could lay down and stretch my back out. But I'll do some exercise after this video, and maybe that will help too. Okay, this is cool. Look at this already. This is just painty papers and the background from some stickers. I love it. I love it. Let's put a strip of this on here, but not that piece. Let's go ahead and use a piece that got torn edges. Let's go this way because there's just that black thing there. Let's come up this way with this one. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky because of that point. And I'm not sure which way. I can't even, I think this is the back side of the tissue. I can't find, I was trying to figure out which one has the paint, which side has the paint on it. And when you use something like tissue, I think it almost goes all the way through the paper, and it's hard to tell. Okay, so let's put this down here, and then we'll see my scribble through there and come up that way. There we go. Okay, that's cool. I'm liking it. I am liking it. So let's take another piece of that tissue. Ooh, I have to not ignore that. Oh my goodness. You are all probably saying, don't ignore that. And I'm like totally ignoring that. Okay, so we need to put something there. Yeah, but I don't want it so matching the length of that one there. So let's go ahead and do this here. Oops. So, oh yeah, okay, so talking about the cabin and my neighbor, when we were up there last time, just recently, she informed me that a 250-pound, by her best estimate, bear got into her chicken coop and killed 4 of her chickens and totally busted up her chicken coop. She had the feeling that maybe she didn't have all her chickens like earlier, like this happened I think on Saturday night or Friday night, and she said she had a feeling that she didn't have them all. She had 9 to start with. She felt like maybe she didn't have them all like Thursday, and then Friday she thought maybe she was down to 7 instead of 9, like Thursday it was 8 instead of, and then 7. Well, it probably was, and he probably picked one off on Thursday night, came back, picked one off on Friday night, and then got in the chicken coop when they were in there. I think he picked them off when they were free ranging, because she lets them free range in the woods, but they don't go far from her house. They stay right there. You know, you can see them usually. But anyway, so she was down to 4 chickens, and then when we got back, oh, here's just a little piece that tore off. We'll have to use that. Right when we got back, I got a text from her saying now she's down to 3 because one of her dogs killed another chicken. And it was kind of the chicken's own fault, because she went into the yard where the dogs are, which they usually don't do. So she's down to 3 chickens, and the chickens have been traumatized, so they're not laying. And okay, let's go ahead and use some of this. We still have some of this. Let's use a little bit on this. They hadn't been laying. And so she said that she would give them 1 to 2 weeks, I think, to see if they will start laying again. And if they do not, then she will give them back to the guy who gave them to her originally, because she said this is something that you never would think you'd have to Google, was traumatized chickens, right? Well, the chickens were traumatized by the bear. And so, that's not peeling off all the way. It's only going to the top layer. I need it to go to the sticky layer. Anyway, so she said, like, yeah, that's not something you think you'd ever have to Google, but if they go away and they go back to the guy who gave them to her, then apparently they will probably start laying again, because they've been removed from the site of the trauma. So she's going to give them a couple weeks and see if they'll start laying, and if not, she'll give the 3 back, and then she'll get 9 more from him. And if Mr. Yogi Bear comes back, she will have to shoot him. She shot at him. She didn't want to shoot him. She shot at him with her rifle, but and he went away. But if he comes back, then he's a nuisance. And then she's got dogs, she's got cats, she's got the chickens. He can't keep coming back. So if he didn't get the message with her shooting at him, then she's going to have to shoot him. And I said, well, you know, if you're going to do that, that's fine, because, you know, a nuisance bear is dangerous. I mean, they start not getting afraid of people and whatever. They do have to go. But so if I said, if it comes down to that and you're going to have to shoot him, I said, why don't you start thinking now about who you might know who could use the meat. Like, if you shoot him, you could call that person right away, and they could come and process the meat. Because people do eat bear. I don't, because I'm a vegetarian, but people do eat bear. And especially a lot of people in the mountains eat bear. They can it, and, you know, they like it. So then at least, you know, his death will not be in vain. But they do become very, very dangerous. And if you ever go to any national park where there are bears, you know, there's very, very stringent about guests not leaving food out on their campsites and stuff. Because I know at Shenandoah National Park, and I'm sure at the parks out west where they have grizzlies as well, that they will fine you if you leave food out at your campsite and you're not there. They will leave you a ticket, and you have to pay that ticket. They will fine you. And we actually saw, one time when my son was younger, we used to go to camping at Shenandoah every summer. And we were watching the people across from our campsite. This was before we did off-site camping. This was like when my son was really young, like when we very first started camping, would stay like among the other people. But then we started doing more they have off-site camping where your campsite is more by yourself, which is what we enjoyed more. But anyway, so we're watching these crows tried to get, these people had left a roll of Ritz crackers on their picnic table. And these crows were just like, they were going to have that. They wanted those Ritz crackers. And so we watched them diligently pecking. Now this is a birthday card, excuse my reach, birthday card envelope. And I thought maybe I'd use a little bit because it's got that yellow in it. Anyway, they were, I'm just trying to open this. They were trying to carry away that sleeve, a whole sleeve of Ritz crackers. So we were watching them, and they actually did it. I think they pecked through the plastic and then pecked, or the wax paper. I guess Ritz comes more in like wax papery stuff. They pecked through the wax paper and then removed enough of the crackers so that they could, one of them could fly away with it. And so we were watching that for entertainment. Okay, I'm just going to put that over like that. This is very eclectic, but I like it. I like it. It's got to be eclectic. This is my trash journal, right? Okay. So, yeah, and I have not seen a bear at the cabin. The 2 years we've had the cabin, haven't seen a single bear. But I did see bear scat in my yard, but it was way on the, very edge of our yard. And I don't think they like to come into the open area. Did I already tell you all this? I don't even remember if I did. Maybe I did. This is the thing about getting old, right? If I already told you that, excuse me. And if you're new to my channel, well, there you go. There's a new story for you. All right, let's see here. This has my name on it. I'm going to use that piece that has my name on it. I'm not even sure. Is that my husband's writing, or is that, I don't know. I think that might be my husband's writing. I can't tell. Both of the envelopes, the writing looks the same, but my husband only gave me one card, and my girlfriend gave me one card. I'm not sure if one is hers and one is my husband's. All right, let me just do this. Okay. Oops, that's coming up there. All right. So other than that nothing else has really been happening. Oh, well, I have started to, not spring clean, but declutter my house. And the reason I say not spring clean is because I really try to keep my house clean all year long. I mean, I might have to do the downstairs a little bit, but I try to keep it so that I don't have to do, like, you know, a major 2-week clean of my house, right? Oops. Oh, look, that's sticking to me so much it's not sticking to the page. I don't have a wet wipe here, so I'm trying to use this cloth here. Okay. Okay. Now, I also have this green envelope. I think, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that is my husband's writing or this one. So I'm decluttering my house. That's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get rid of a lot of stuff that I look at that I'm like, we never use that. We never use that. Why am I holding on to that? That's got to go. And I find that very, is the word cathartic? I find it very relaxing. And it relaxes me to have a tidy home without stuff falling all over the place and you stepping over stuff. Well, and that's going to include my craft room. I think I told you that I cleared out a whole bunch of my magazines, my Stampington magazines. I took those to my booth at my antique mall, and I think most of those have already sold. But I have paper pads that I bought, you know, when Tuesday Morning had them cheap and whatever. excuse I had for buying them. And now I look at some of them and I'm just like, you know, that style doesn't appeal to me anymore. I mean, it's nice. Some of them are really nice paper, but it's just not where I'm at right now. So, I'm going to get rid of some of that. So this is totally abstract. I don't know what I'm going to use as a focal point here. Oops. Okay, like that. It's kind of cool though. I mean, all I've been doing is tearing paper and using sticker backs, right? Okay, let's see here if I can find, oh, you know what? I had this bag. Yeah, okay, so here's this bag here. And, well, it's got this butterfly on, so let's go ahead and take the butterfly off right away. And I think I can do this without having to destroy the handle. I can just cut him and cut this little white piece here where he was hanging. So I've got this butterfly. He's pretty. And what, oh, this backing stuff is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. I can see it's coming up in places. I just guess I'll have to be diligent and just wherever it comes up, just glue it down a little bit. Be patient with it. So I've got that butterfly there, but there's butterflies, other butterflies on here also. So I think I'm going to cut out some of the butterflies, and I'm going to stop the video for a minute, and I'll come back. While I stop the video and cut out the butterflies, I'll let you listen to what I hear in the morning when I'm at the cabin. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the short clip in between. All right, everybody, I'm back. I cut out some things and I'm just gonna put them on now. I didn't want to bore you while I was cutting those things out. I hope you enjoyed the bird sounds that you heard. It is actually quite deafening. That was about 6:30 in the morning when I filmed that and recorded that. It's actually quite deafening. And the woodpecker, oh my goodness, he is loud, 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 loud. Okay, so this is a little picture of the Biltmore. And this butterfly here, this was the label. For some reason, I think I want him right there. So, but because he's cardboard, he's like cardstock because he was the tag, I'm going to use the beacon glue on him. The other stuff is thin enough. I can use a glue stick, of course, but him, we want him to stay where he is. And I'm just gluing his middle because I kind of like the effect of having his wings stick up a little bit like that. So we'll have him there. And then on this page here, what I did was I found this picture that I'm going to use the lady with the torch. And I don't want her just like that. So I tore a piece of that envelope. And I'm going to frame her in that piece of the yellow envelope just so that she doesn't get lost in the background because it's kind of busy. I'm giving her just a little bit of yellow border. So we'll just get her glued. And I really, really roughly tore this envelope here. So I just want to kind of get her on there like that. And then I am going to just cover up here where my name is. I don't need to have my name on there. But now that this is kind of thick, I am going to use this glue. for this piece here, just to make sure it sticks real well. All right. Yeah, so those birds in the morning, that is bird song in the mountains, and it is quite loud. It's just beautiful, though, all the variety of song. And I'm not a bird nerd. I don't know any of who, I know very little about bird song. I did have, I think in my last video, the sound of the whippoorwill, which of course I know that. And even if you never heard a whippoorwill before, if you heard one, you'd say that's a whippoorwill, because that's exactly what they say. Okay, so now I cut out 3 other butterflies from the bag, and so I'm just going to put those on. This little yellow one I'm going to put up here by this lovely lady's frame that I made out of the envelope. And yeah, so guys, if you have like a gift bag, look at the gift bag and see if there's things you can cut off to make ephemera, or to use as ephemera instead. I mean, you can obviously use the bag itself as a journal cover or journal pages or something, which is good. But if you don't want to do that, and I don't, because I already have, this journal and I'm working on it, I cut it apart. You can cut it apart and use the pretty images from there. So I'm going to put that that butterfly there, and then I've got one more, this little blue one, and we are going to put him on the flap, the inside of the flap, and we are going to put him sticking to me down here, like flying up to her. Them all on, stuck on, and not stuck to me. Okay, and then let me just check real quick. Okay, I've got some pens here. When I cut out butterflies, I do not have the patience to, here's my 0.02 micron. I do not have patience to cut out the little antenna, so I just go back and draw them on, because there is no way I'm cutting out butterfly antenna. Make sure it's staying down there. Okay. And I can't wait when this is done to do a flip through, because you'll see that there's a lot of additions to this, because I'll work on the page like this and tell you it's done, but then later on or sometime I'll go back and I'll be like, oh wait, I want to add something else. So generally they look the same, but there's a lot more usually, because there's still plenty that I can do with this, right? But I do like this spread. I think that this is kind of cool, and it just came together just by tearing papers and then using the butterflies from the gift bag, and then this lady. And I think this lady, I was trying to figure out the magazine that the ladies were on, and it's either a AAA, one of AAA's books, the AAA monthly magazine. That butterfly got put right in the crease there, so I had to crease his wings so it stays down. She was either from a AAA travel book, the monthly one, or she was from my Electric Co-op's magazine. I don't know which one, but anyway, so that's pretty cool. I like this spread a lot. And here's this, and see, you can't see her until you open it up, right? And that is so cool. I love it. So this is like kind of like my birthday page, since I used the envelopes and the gift bag from my birthday gifts. So I think that turned out really good. So guys, I hope that you're working in your trashies and that you have trashies. If not, make yourself one, because it's the most fun that you could have. It's super relaxing, very fun. And you can play along, although you can do anything you want when you're watching videos, but it's always fun to be playing along with someone else. So that's it for this video. Please give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And there's our pretty lady. And until our next video, I hope you all are truly blessed. Bye-bye.